what we expect to be another classic between these two. 25 of their 32 matches prior to today have been on hard courts. Federer leads the overall series. He just beat him in Dubai, Robbie. And I'm of the opinion that Federer's playing a little bit better than Djokovic.
Yes, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to finals day here in Indian Wells. And I agree with you. If you have a look at the numbers, no question, he's playing better this week, and he's been playing better this year. And especially when you look at his numbers versus top 10, 4-1 versus top 10 opponents so far. And Novak is 0-2 this season. And just based on the level of play, Federer's looked like he's just gliding through his matches, gliding around the court. Federer evolved, whereas Novak's had to battle hard. Backing up the line hasn't been working too well.
This is John.
It's good to have you.
Fighting himself. John McEnroe. Looks like he's going to be around for the coin toss.
All right, guys, all lines covered, machines called in net, Hawkeye in effect. We have TV changeovers, and after the coin toss, we're going to do some photos this way and then facing the other way. All right, go ahead, Drew. Heads or tails?
One of the most incredible captains on this court.
Heads. Tails.
And of course, superstar John McEnroe is here to join us.
All right.
Federer thinks that he's going to serve.
Good work. Novak Djokovic has won the toss and has elected to.
Roger won the toss.
Roger Federer has won the toss. Okay, good start, John. Roger Federer is serving first. Drew, good throw. Ball boy of the year. Play well, you guys. Have a good one.
All right.
We're going to get some photographs.
No,
The legendary John McEnroe showing up and doing part of the coin toss, but he got his part wrong. You cannot be serious.
It's a yellow card for John. One more and he is out of here.
So it is Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic squaring off for the 33rd time in the terms of their careers, but today it is for the BNP Paribas Open title here in 2014. I'm Sam Grolon with Robbie Koenig. Here's a look at how they got here. Federer really breezed through his match on a breezy day yesterday against Alexander Dolgopolov, winning it in straight sets, and Novak Djokovic struggling against John Isner and really surviving that score in the third set. It was closer. That was not as comfortable a win as you might imagine. That was a real struggle for Djokovic. Roger Federer, 32 years of age, today trying to become the oldest to win a Masters 1000 since Andre Agassi. His unprecedented 5th title here. 19-2 this year. He came into this event having won Dubai, which is of course always draws a very quality field. ATP World Tour 500 event. He's ranked number 8, but he's going to join the top 5 at a minimum. By making the final, he will rise to 5, and if he wins the title, he will re-enter the top 4. Certainly based on the way this year has gone, Federer is very worthy of being in the top 4.
It certainly is. And as I mentioned, he's playing really well. He's on an 11-match win streak. He's yet to drop a set this week. And as I mentioned, he's been playing well against the very best players in the world. 4-1 versus top 10ers. Played well against Tommy Haas. It was a good match. Kevin Anderson the second set was disposed of comfortably. It was jaw-dropping stuff from Federer, and it was more of the same against Dolgopolov in very windy conditions. Roger handled them superbly.
Novak Djokovic is going to stay number 2 in the world regardless of this result. He is in his first final of the year, which is somewhat surprising based on how successful Djokovic typically is. He's won this event 2 times. You see no titles, no finals this year. It's a bit of a surprise, 11-2 this year.
Yeah, especially when you consider how well he played last year. But I think what you've got to remember is this guy's a big match player. And he finished the season so strong at the Barclays World Tour Finals. And that's the big X factor for me. Sometimes, you know, past performance isn't necessarily a barometer of how he's going to play today. He has his ability to step it up. I mean, he won 7 titles in 9 finals last year. So there's no question that Novak rises to the challenge when it matters most. And he knows that taking on Federer today, he's going to have to be playing at the top of his game. You just get the feeling this week that he's been a little bit tentative and hasn't necessarily been going for his shots as much as he should have been. And we saw that against Gonzalez, losing that second set. The first set against Marin Cilic wasn't great. Julian Benito was jaded, and he should have served out the match on both occasions in the second set against John Isner. But like all champions, they still get the job done. And he's one of the last men standing here. Now this head-to-head is a very interesting one because there's not one to choose between them. They've played, as Sam mentioned, 15 times on the hard court, and it's Roger who leads that particular head-to-head 13-12, just edged ahead of him, beating him at Dubai a couple of weeks ago, 6-2 in the third. Federer played well there, and could have served him better. Some of the numbers in the deciding set weren't that good. Novak with a few more matches under his belt, perhaps will be a little tougher this time round. But whatever happens today, it's going to be a fantastic contest. You've got 2 of the very best competitors in the game going at toe-to-toe. Roger playing well. Novak normally so good at neutralising everything.
1 minute.
Roger throws at him. Should be a fascinating encounter. Ali Nili, of course, he's been around for a long time, but he's got a real honour today. It's the first Masters 1000 final for Ali.
It's quite an honour.
It certainly is, especially with these 2 guys doing battle. And if you have a look at recent history between these 2, Novak has pretty much dominated of late. When you have a look at the last 10 or so, at the measure of Roger on low surfaces. That's what I was surprised when Roger got the better of him in Dubai. So he'll be brimming with confidence.
So look at Mirka, his wife, and the whole Federer family. His wife, the children.
Ladies and gentlemen, Roger Federer won the toss and chose to serve. Time.
Quinn obviously just had a third boy. Had a chat to Gavin a little earlier, and she's back at home, probably watching this one on TV. If she's got some time with 3 kids though, pretty much holding herself around the house, trying to keep an eye on everybody.
Well, Roger, it's so funny to me to just see how guys prepare. Roger was literally with his twins about 15 minutes before he walked out on the court talking about daddy stuff. So he's got a healthy perspective. We welcome you to the BNP Paribas Open final between Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic. On a sun-drenched afternoon in the California desert, it is hot, probably the hottest day of the event so far. But as hot as it is, you hardly ever see this guy sweat. Federer, even in long matches, just doesn't seem to sweat very much. Certainly playing extremely well. He has no reason to panic this week. In fact, coming into this final, you'd have to say that Federer is probably playing the better of the 2. Roger going for his unprecedented 5th title here. Looking for
ready for play. First set, Roger Federer to serve.
And it'll be Federer to serve. These fans are fired up.
backing up the line. In fact, Marian Vida said a little earlier when they played in Dubai, they felt that Novak hit too many balls to Roger's backhand and didn't plug the forehand enough.
It's ironic, Robbie, because isn't that typically the strategy for most of the guys when they play Federer, is just hit at that backhand constantly?
If you're Rafael Nadal, yes, you can get away with it more because of the lefty swing and bounce that he gets with that particular stroke. Wow, that's a shot that's worked so very well this week. It's Tommy Haas. He was hitting this backhand so early and so hard, and changing direction on the shot beautifully.
Well, Federer said that he's just feeling more free on the court because the back injury's gone. It just naturally, he said, leads to more confidence on the court because he's moving to balls now without thinking about it. When he had the back injury last year, and this is where it first flared up, he thought before he made moves, and of course it's such a split-second sport, you can't really do that. And he said even waking up in the morning, he no longer feels sore. He's not going to bed every night hoping he feels better tomorrow.
Just getting back to the point we're talking about, Federer's forehand. When you drop it short in the middle of the court,
40-50.
of course, that's where Roger is so impressive. Just pounces on this one. But if you get him moving to his right and under pressure, he still doesn't back down from the shot. And that's when you get the unforced errors. I think that's what Vida was alluding to.
Excellent shot from Djokovic to stay in the game.
40-30.
Most people I've talked to today, Robbie, said they expect Djokovic to play better in this one than he has all week.
Yep.
And Federer overpowering Djokovic to get the hole, and we're underway here in this BNP Paribas Open final.
First game.
Roger guaranteed to move to number 5 in the world tomorrow, but if he wins this title, re-enters the top 4. He hasn't been in the top 4 since last June, heading into Wimbledon when he was number 3 and was upset early there at Wimbledon. But he and Sampras have become the only 2 players now to finish in the top 10 for 12 years in a row.
Novak Djokovic does it.
Just to confirm, early to be making a challenge, though, Robbie.
If he's judged this one right, it's a good eye, but he hasn't.
No, how about the decision to use a challenge in the first game at love 15? Or at the first point, I should say. That made it love 15.
Yeah, you've got to manage those challenges very carefully.
Djokovic is trying to keep the streak alive. They've got here top 5 players winning this title. 12 of the last 13 years, a player in the top 5 has won it. Ljubicic is the only exception in 2010. He was here this week, of course, Milos Raonic. I know you said Ljubicic wore the former champion shirt.
Certainly was. Yeah, had that same shirt on every single day. Either that or he's got a whole big stash of them at home. But keeping some very nice company as a champion of this tournament, Ivan.
30 all.
So 30 all. Federer on an 11-match win streak coming into this championship.
Yeah, very important shot for both guys today. The serve. Novak's first serve percentage this week has been pretty good. 7th out of all the players, right around 70%. But Roger's been defending his second serve particularly well. And that's always important. So something he's done really well throughout the course of his career. This week at 65% in that number.
Djokovic keeping Federer around his first double fault. He has not won a second serve point in this opening service game. Marian Vajda, I'm sure concerned about that.
Milan Nemanovic in the red hats. Djokovic's monogram on his cap. Interesting when we're speaking about those numbers. Felt that he was going too much to Roger's backhand in Dubai. Almost 70% of his ground strokes were directed towards Federer's backhand in that particular match. So we'll keep an eye on what the spread is going to be today. See if he does indeed fine-tune it. I'll be surprised if he does, because as I've suggested, the backhand up the line hasn't worked well this week. He's played very conservatively on break points.
These are the shots that I've just seen more of this week than normal from Djokovic. Just
big misses. That was
pure unforced errors. You know, nothing causing him to hit the shot.
Yeah, there's no wind. It's a perfect day today. Don't have to worry about that. He's got the sun at his back serving this side.
Djokovic battling in this opening service game. Still hasn't faced a break point, but he is not getting through it comfortably. That is double fault number 2 in this opening service game, and Djokovic is actually serving from the end where the sun is not in your eyes, so that can't be used as an excuse.
Comes from Stockholm, Sweden. That's where it comes from a guy called Stefan Edberg, who has been encouraging him to implement that play a little more.
Over 70 miles an hour on that forehand. Break point.
early to take the backhand up the line. Especially so if he wants to keep Federer moving to his forehand side. And Novak didn't pull the trigger.
You can tell the sharpness in Federer's movement, just how comfortable he's feeling right now. Djokovic hit some nice shots in that last rally, got him stretched way out. Federer covered him with no problem. He's putting on a clinic. The best level we've seen from Federer, I think, was second set against Kevin Anderson the other night. Not to take away from his match yesterday, but he was in one of those times where you're watching him play and you feel thankful to be part of it. And it would be drastically more impressive if he keeps this up here. But Djokovic is so good. Not in my house.
15 all.
This is astonishing. Boom, boom back.
Djokovic waiting on it.
It's one thing to be waiting for it, but then to be able to hit it with so little time into the gap. How good these guys are.
Just seems to be getting on top of the ball so quickly. He's not letting Djokovic take any points so far.
We'll just have a look at his court position. He's a good foot inside the baseline when he's making contact with it. Just taking time away from Novak.
Hey. 14-15.
Close out the third game.
Federer leads 3-0.
What a start for Federer.
Okay, tennis fans, it's time to catch the ring. Today's prize is 2-night stay in a penthouse suite and dinner for two at the Hyatt Regency Indian Wells Resort and Spa, nestled among 45 acres of lush gardens. The Hyatt Regency provides the quintessential Palm Springs experience.
Nicely when he makes contact with the serve, the whole upper body doesn't pull down, and just transitions so effortlessly.
The word win to 55333.
Big swing on the volley, just slightly opens the racket face. Look at the wrist way in front of his body when he makes contact with the ball. And it's all about following the line of the ball. So he's going to move towards us now because he's headed to the backhand side of Novak. So this movement after the shot is so important, and that makes the second volley a mere formality. In this case, a low smash.
Sundridge Court here at the BNP Paribas Open, Stadium 1. It's been an incredible, really couple of weeks here, Robbie, just with the improvements around the grounds and the new Stadium 2, and apparently permanent seating. Larry Ellison wants to add to the outer courts. This is a premier event. If you can get here and you have a choice, I would encourage you to try to attend this event at some point. It's one of the crown jewels in the sport. And two of the game's greats going at it right now. Djokovic looking for his first game down love 3.
Yeah, Larry Ellison suggesting that he's not crazy about temporary stadiums on some of the smaller outside courts, and then perhaps next year when we come back, those will all be permanent fixtures. I mean, this tournament really has taken on the mantle of a fifth major. For me, it's better than some of those out there, no question about it. It's so much to do, so fan-friendly. That's the big thing that I like about this tournament. There's the man that's made it all happen. Yes.
It is a friendly tournament. I think that's a very good adjective to use. And he's created such a friendly environment here. First-class facilities. All the players are happy. Nobody wants to skip this event.
As I said to a lot of people this week that have run into this, there's very few tennis outlets around the world where you can book your tickets way in advance and know that you're going to get absolutely perfect weather. You're going to get the very best players in the world all in attendance, and it's going to go on for 10 days. Spectators through the turnstiles this tournament time, and I think second only to Wimbledon and the French Open.
Game Djokovic.
Djokovic holds, he's on the board. Good service game for world number 2.
Federer
looking for his 3rd title here in Indian Wells. It would tie him for the 2nd most, along with Connors, Chang, and Nadal, who have all won this event 3 times. But Federer's in rare air. He's won it 4 and going for an unprecedented 5th. In fact, the big 4 have dominated the Masters 1000 level, Robbie. I mean, just like at the Slams, the big 4 of Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, and Murray have won 32 of the last 34 Masters 1000 events. And it's going to continue today.
15.
Size adds to Federer's game.
I think it's helping with his backhand a bit more. He's getting a bit more purchase with the backhand, slightly bigger sweet spots. So those off-center hits on the backhand, now getting a bit more zip on them. And he's fired up. That's what I liked about him. The body language has been good.
14-15.
Of keeping him at arm's length.
We just saw his wife. It's so interesting to me and so admirable to me about Federer that literally nice passing shot. Literally 15 minutes before this match started, Federer was with his little girl talking about daddy-daughter stuff, and now he's out here with the intensity of a Grand Slam champion. World number 2, Novak Djokovic, to the tune of a 1-4 score here in the opening set.
Your attention to the video boards as we welcome groups that are here today as very special guests of BNP Paribas.
Well, I was just trying to think back if Novak's had a backhand up the line the whole match yet. That was the first one that comes to mind. And he pays the price for not hitting a clean winner. Federer is moving like he's floating on air. Dynamic balance is fantastic. You can see how amped he is. He wants this badly.
those lucky enough to have a seat today are enjoying this one. It is a 4-1 lead for Roger Federer. But I've always said, Robbie, that if you walk into another match and it's 4-1 for another guy, it may not be the most fun match to watch. But when Federer's playing, he just looks so good hitting a tennis ball that it doesn't matter the lead. You enjoy watching this guy. Like the other night when he got up 2 breaks against Kevin Anderson in a typical match, most people were heading toward the exits. Nobody moved. And that was at night. Djokovic, though, one of the greats at turning defense to offense. So if Federer drops just a little bit, you know, Djokovic is going to be right back. That's a good shot.
40 love.
It's always tough when you target practice, but I like the fact that Novak stood his ground there.
Djokovic has settled down after the love 3 deficit and has held serve 2 times in a row now very comfortably. And even if this set gets away from him, he's looking better for the second set. And Federer, when he's serving well, though, you really have to watch out. That's what I mean. Defense to offense.
It's a big game, this one. It's the last game with the old boys. Roger's not going to get as much zip off his serve with them. And the court is a little grittier, this hard court. Novak suggesting it. The court surface probably will favour him a little more over Federer. Likes it slick. The best way to find the slick part of the court is just hit it flat bang on the line.
That is his first ace of the match. It was only 113 miles an hour. Federer's a good baseball pitcher. He pitches a good match when he's serving. He really mixes things up and tries to keep you guessing. And Djokovic, most people would agree, best returner in the game. That's very difficult to do against him.
Very interesting game this right now. Given how well Rogers played.
Well, one of the things we have seen over the course of the week is sort of the mortalness of Roger Federer. He's not front running as well as he used to. That doesn't mean he's going to let Djokovic back.
That serve. First serve percentage nice and healthy. 43. Loves that slower out wide on the deuce court. It's one of his favorite. Nice and short up the box.
Still no break points faced by Federer here in the opening set. He's in front by a break in the opening set of the final here at the BNP Paribas Open. Roger Federer, 9 winners, 8 unforced errors. He's really been dictating play here in this opening set to Djokovic. Djokovic 4 winners, 5 unforced errors. And it is Djokovic serving now to stay in this set. He is serving in the sunny end of the court, so he'll be stepping up and serving into the sun. It's coming up on the 3 o'clock hour here in California. Both of these guys have laced some forehand returns. Djokovic still looking for his first ace in this set, but that was every bit as good as one. Hard to pick a wing to pick on for Federer right now.
For my money, Novak's not taking his up the line enough, and for me that's always a barometer of Djokovic's confidence. When he's hitting that backhand up the line well, I know he's very confident. I haven't seen that this week. I haven't seen it in the opening 7.5 games here today in the final either.
Djokovic 2 points from dropping this set. 30 all, huge moment for him. He's had 3 double faults in this opening set, and he's only won 3 of 10 second serve points. That's Federer has been doing that to him and getting a nice volley. I'm sure he'd love to have that over again because the volley was there.
I love his play as well. All the pressure on Novak. Almost pulled that off, did Fed.
Good hold for Djokovic. Stepped up at 30 all and grabbed the last 2 points to stay in this set. Djokovic and his team, we just saw they do a lot of high-tech analysis of his matches and his opponents. Djokovic very into the sports science of the game. All the game planning they've done could not make up for how well Federer is playing in this opening set, and Federer serving for it now.
Mixing it up again with a certain volley. He knows how to adjust his net position. So good at following the line of the board. Understands their off the ball movements. And the serve and the final working as well as they've worked today. Federer is a handful. Triple set points.
And Roger Federer wraps up the opening set just north of a half hour. An impressive start in Federer's pursuit of his 5th title here. He wins at 6-3.
Wow, what a set of tennis. Came out of the starting blocks. As quick as anything, did Roger. Look at the first serve percentage, nice. The points one behind, the first and second were good. Defended the second serve nicely, more winners and unforced errors. Made some good forays forward. When he got to look at a break point, most importantly, he was able to convert it in first time of asking. Novak just that one poor game. And he ended up paying the price. Roger catching him cold. But Federer were well aware that there will be a response from the world number 2. But in this kind of form, you could get it done in straights.
Second set, Djokovic to serve.
Well, we've been speaking about Roger's backhand, and the one up the line in particular has been outstanding. Look, he takes it nice early inside the baseline as the right leg, all the weight on the front foot. Look at the extension of the arms as well, hitting right through it. Beautiful balance, and Novak has no chance of tracking that one down. Backhand up the line has been an oil painting of a shot so far today for Roger.
15 love.
Thanks to Jason Goodall, who's been working hard downstairs, so putting these lovely packages together for us for the 3D technology. Of course, first time it's been used in tennis. We've seen it in other sports, but what a privilege it is to have it at our disposal this week.
That first set, Robbie, was that more about Federer, or do you think there's anything Djokovic could do differently to change it up?
There's one or two things. He needs to be a little bit more aggressive from the back of the court, especially with his backhand. I've harped on about that throughout the first set. Spread the court a little bit better.
30-15.
I should say Marion Vida said he'd like to see him go to Federer's forehand wing a little bit more. Felt he went too much to the backhand side when he lost to Federer in Dubai a couple of weeks ago. But we haven't seen much of that. So far the shot placement is more of the same. There's two good cross-court forehands.
14-15.
Good start here for Djokovic. He actually started serving better towards the end of that opening set. Federer got the break early. But the second serve has been a big vulnerability for him. Taking control, still game point for Djokovic, but when he goes to the second serve, Federer's able to get a lot more control of these points.
So impressive today off that particular wing.
Sixth forehand winner for Federer.
Game Djokovic.
An excellent hold for Djokovic.
First game, second set.
To to get on the scoreboard here to begin this set.
Well, he's got to try and figure out this Federer serve, has Novak. The tournament so far, Federer is hitting the spots beautifully. The yellow balls, of course, the first serve, beautiful grouping, plenty of aces. And I think it's 30 service holds in a row now for Roger. The last time he lost a serve was in the opening set against Tommy Haas. And in the last 6 sets, he's only faced 1 break point. That's how good the serve's been. Let's get courtside and watch this rally unfold. I mean, this is Federer in full flow.
Yeah, it's fun to watch, isn't it?
30 love.
Love it when he hits that inside-out approach shot and stays away from the inside-in one. That's the one that gets him into trouble.
There's just a crispness, a sharpness to which he's hitting the ball today. He has not dropped a set all week. 11-0. Second time he had come into the final here without losing a set. And he won the title last time he did that was in 05, one of his 4. And it was out. This is about as big a chance as Djokovic has had on the Federer serve. Djokovic has yet to see a break point. Continue.
14-13.
First real opportunity Marion Vite has seen for Djokovic to try to break Federer. Djokovic is not moving. He's challenging this call with confidence. And that's why. Second serve at deuce. That was close. The close doesn't count in tennis, and so it's game point for Federer. And Federer escapes that service game without facing break point. And we've spent our first 2 games here in the second set.
1 game.
Federer players finished in the top 10 every year since 2002. In fact, he became the first player since Pete Sampras to finish in the top 10 for 12 straight years at the end of last year. Djokovic is hoping not to become the 4th top 10 win or the 5th top 10 win of the year for Federer. Federer's already equaled his total number of top 10 wins from last year this season. He's 4-1 against fellow members of the top 10. Djokovic among that group. No one else on tour this year has 4 wins against the top 10.
30-15.
Djokovic. These guys getting through their service games here early in the second set. But it's Roger Federer upset here in the championship match at the BNP Paribas Open.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you say we crack out the kiss cam? If we catch up on the video wall, you have to give a kiss to the person sitting right next to you, even if you don't know them.
Well, these aren't a friendly bunch. Kiss cam isn't working for them today. There we go.
Kiss the person right next to you. There you go. Come on, go for it. Make your move, dude. Somebody kiss her. She's cute.
Everybody's gun shy there. There you go.
There you go. See how easy it is? Come on, you two. Kiss her.
Fans having a good time on that changeover with the kiss cam. It's always one of the most popular features of any tournament in the world. Very vocal crowd today, and it is hot, approaching 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Congratulations to Flavia Pennetta, who won the women's title here just before this match, and after that match, in between the two. First time of the week I've seen fans scrambling for shade, just huddled up in whatever little bit of shade they could get.
15. 15-30.
decisions. The shot selection was nice. A little bit of transition.
$15-30. Djokovic blinks first.
That shot that's normally forged in steel was anything but today.
A 24-shot rally. More like a ping pong than tennis.
Game
point for Federer. Still hasn't faced a break point.
Game Federer.
Holds 2-all second set. The bad back is behind Roger Federer. He's completely pain-free. Started here last year in the second round. Didn't go away. Skipped Miami. Went home for 3 weeks. Still didn't go away. Just kept lingering, he said. Tried to get it better, and then it flared up again at the French Open. Lost a lot of training in April, he said, which he felt like contributed to that early Wimbledon loss. After Wimbledon and Hamburg last year, when it really felt bad, Federer, he said he questioned everything, Robbie. Analyzed everything about his life as a professional tennis player and restructured everything, including the decision to bring Stefan Edberg. These part ways with Paul Anacone. He rehabbed the back mostly with core exercises.
That's right. Stefan Vivier, of course, is physiotherapist. Pierre Paganini, who does all the physical work with Roger. They sat down and brains trust of trying to get him better. And unfortunately, these things take time. They don't just happen overnight. Yes, Stefan, of course. Pierre doesn't travel a whole lot with Roger back in Switzerland. Mean-looking dude is Pierre.
Yeah, Pierre looks like somebody you'd see in a James Bond film.
One of the bad guys. Don't mess with them.
That's right. Djokovic steadying the ship. He looks much better here in the second set. But Federer won the first 6-3. We're 2-3 here in the second.
It's a really nice feature of having
This is always fun to see how much court the guys are covering. And Roger taking it so early. Look at the different court position of the two guys. Federer's on the baseline, sometimes inside it. All the yellow balls on Novak's side of the court are a good couple of feet behind. But now he's starting to take charge of the rally. He's much closer to the baseline, taking the backhand early. And then when he's got that one, he could have taken it up the line. I thought the backhand was going to go up the line initially. Look at the depth. One of his bread and butter shots there. It's just not dialed in. Hasn't been dialed in this week. It's been missing for the most part in 2014. Well, we've seen some good transition tennis from Federer. Hasn't been scared to throw in a bit of a serve and volley circa 1986.
Time.
Look at the angle of the body. Look how he's squared himself open a little bit. And the racket face nice in front of him. The wrist as well as he makes contact with the ball. And of course, following the line of the ball, as soon as he hits that volley, he moves to his right. And then, of course, the second volley is a mere formality.
What do you like about the free D from that perspective there, Robbie?
I love the way we can swing around and see the position of the racket head and the wrist on contact with the ball, Sam. And also the slight angle that his body had to receive the oncoming return.
Genius of Djokovic, getting it twisted up like a pretzel.
A lot of players have spoken, those who have lost to Federer, about how good his defensive skills have been this week, defending. As good as ever defended.
30-15.
Don't you think it just gets back to his ability to move now?
Of course he does.
Pain-free.
Yeah, you highlighted that.
Just the mentality he says he has on the court. There's no doubts anymore. He doesn't think about it. It's not in his thought process. I was a little surprised to see him say, Robbie, that he wanted to go back to 3 out of 5 set finals in these Masters 1000 events, which isn't going to happen, but you don't hear a lot of guys say that.
No.
If you can make $1 million winning in 2 sets, why make $1 million, and having to go 45?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest problems in our sport sometimes is the time constraints or lack thereof. You don't know how long a tennis match is going to last.
Yeah.
And that's tough for television.
Djokovic.
Faithful. Backhand up the line, changing the whole dynamic of that point. This is when he takes charge of it, getting Federer moving out wide to his forehand.
Well, Djokovic is going to challenge this. But this ball just literally was dropping with very little speed, so I'd be surprised if he wins this challenge. Linesman was in a good position to call it, and yeah.
Advantage.
absolutely jaw-dropping stuff from Federer.
3 games off.
Getting himself out of trouble. And then so quick to pounce on the next shot. And I think it's this kind of shot where the 98 square-inch racket's helping him a little bit more to generate just a little bit of additional power on that backhand when he's pulled wide and it's a little high up.
Long 15.
It shows us that he is a mere mortal.
Very even second set as we cross the 1 hour mark. Federer won the first set in 31 minutes. And this one's been going on 28 minutes. And I feel like I have to tell people that my University of North Carolina education is not that bad. There's an actual difference between the actual time on court and what they show on the court because of the length of changeovers. So if you're wondering, what's wrong with it? That explains it.
He's starting to find a little bit of range here. We've had no break points in this second set. A lot of opportunities for each guy to get to break point, but the servers come up with the good stuff at 30 all and at deuce.
picked up his lead in the second set. He's serving from in front, which is a slight advantage. We'll see if he can turn it into a break of serve. Federer serving at 3-4 after the changeover.
Welcome to the VIP Paribas Open with only 95 calories and 2.6 carbs. Nicola Volta is the superior light beer enjoyed during the matches today. Long live the ultra light. Who wants to go to Wimbledon? Steve Fergal's International Tennis Tours can take you there. Visit their booth located over in Tennis Village.
So well with the upper bodies, launching themselves into the shots, and Novak just trying to encourage himself.
Time.
Federer's first serve percentage, you can see, has dropped 22%. Djokovic misses, but to me, Robbie, it seems like Djokovic is picking things up a little
15
better, a little crisper here in this set.
It's just a combination. Federer's just dropped his level a little bit, and Novak's raised his, so the gap's narrowed.
Can't watch. She's worried. Federer trying to avoid break point. And Djokovic will have the first chance to break through the man for the second set.
To be honest, I felt it coming.
Yeah, I would agree. Here's where he's been going at break point.
Good change-up. He's been using it slightly a lot. Novak was looking for it again. In fact, Novak probably would have wished that the first serve wasn't a let, because he had guessed it right.
Tough. And Djokovic breaks. straight
Djokovic leads
times
5, gives it 3.
and is broken in his 34th service game by Novak Djokovic. And as a result, Djokovic will serve for the set. But keep in mind, yesterday, twice he had the chance to serve for the match against John Isner and was unable to come through. Got broken each time. I wonder if that's in the back of his head somewhere.
Love 15.
So a shot that we often see hurts him on big points.
Love 30.
I mean, with what he went through yesterday, Robbie, I mean, he's Novak Djokovic. He's a Grand Slam champion. He's he's been the number one in the world. Is that still in your head?
Yeah, I think it does. You know, the great Pete Sampras used to always say, whenever you step up to the line to serve for sets or matches, you do feel a little nervous.
But aside from that, just the fact that yesterday he served for the match twice.
15,
And that'll be fresh in his mind, won't it? So you can understand why things haven't been going according to plan. Such important games. Last 2 points he played against Stan Wawrinka at the Australian Open. I mean, starting to start the match two of the easiest shots. Novak missed it to end up losing that one. So he's been struggling a little bit on serve when it's really mattered, Sam.
30 all. Djokovic looking for set point, but he's won the last 2. And an excellent serve delivers his first set point.
14-30.
Final set to determine
16-3, 1-7.
As Novak Djokovic withstands a red-hot Roger Federer to start the match and turns the tables in the second set.
Set that Roger has lost this tournament, and the reason why, look at the serving numbers, really poor. First set percentage not great, and of course then it becomes a whole lot tougher to dominate. And when it's done, forced errors ratio is reversed if you have a look at it in comparison to the opening set, where of course there was a lot more winners than unforced. Novak served much better. The first serve was a lot more effective. The winners to unforced errors ratio was good, and most importantly, he transitioned beautifully, winning 4 or 5 points at the net. And Djokovic just raising the level of his game a little. Federer dropping his, and as a result, it's Roger who's paid the price, and we're going the distance.
Final set, Federer.
Final set coming your way here at the BNP Paribas Open after Djokovic won the second set. It was the first set Federer's lost here in Indian Wells this week. Federer has more of a sense of urgency here. Wasn't quite as sharp in the second set. Nice.
Of course, these two last played each other in the semi-finals in Dubai. The scoreline was almost identical. The numbers were, but of course it was Novak who won the first set on that occasion.
Federer getting Djokovic wrong-footed a little bit, tweaked Djokovic's left leg. Looked like that hurt. Let's watch the back of the court here.
14-15.
Federer doesn't give him long to think about it. That's his first ace since the opening set. He went the whole second set without an ace.
The first set percentage was low in set number 2 for Rog. Djokovic take it back in up the line there a few more times now. Perhaps just starting to find his range. Here's Novak.
Still game point. Federer, self-imposed error. His third double fault. And it gives Djokovic hope. Not for long.
Thought he should have made that.
Set, Federer had a shot like that, hit it in the net. Not this time. Djokovic almost drills him with it. That's how you do it.
I can't believe Roger played the shot. Just if it was whacked it inside out 4 and he would have been fine. And nice statement of intent here from Novak going right at Roger. And I just watched Roger's shoulder slump after he lost that point, knowing that he made a bad shot selection with the dropper.
Djokovic is going to use a challenge here, Robbie, but I'm just not seeing it.
Net for service.
Game to this set. Federer trying to grab back the momentum that Djokovic gained at the end of the second. Djokovic has the chance to break.
No backing down.
Of the intensity this match has right now. As you would say, Robbie, some line liquors in that point.
First game, final set.
As those guys going corner to corner when Federer holds to start the third.
That was an important hold there for Roger because the momentum was firmly in favor of Novak. He's just upped his game a little bit in the second set. And the backhand in particular is starting to work a little better. And if you have a look at sets 1 and 2, have a look at his backhand placement in set number 1. Novak going cross-court most of the time. The average speed of that 69 miles an hour. Let's have a look at set number 2 though. Subtle change. He's increased the velocity on the backhand and he's starting to spread the court a little bit more. A few more going down the line. And that's how he's upset Federer's rhythm a little bit. He's got Roger moving out to his forehand side. He's got a few errors off that wing. And from the back of the court, he has been a little better. His base level of play has improved. And that coupled with the Federer's dropping off have proved to be the difference in set number 2. Federer in his opening set, just 9 on 4 Steros. Set number 2, a few more, 11.
Just world-class rallies.
Both these guys have got the wrecking ball out. Just, throwing everything at it.
30-15. 14-15.
Game point Djokovic to try to even things much quicker than Federer in his opening service game of this set. But it is not going to be an easier hold, as Djokovic was up 40-15 and now deuce.
That's Novak's calling card.
What's that?
Backhand up the line. It's a signature shot. He's used it sparingly in the opening set, and it's just starting to find its range now. We showed you a lovely illustration of that with Hawkeye. Sets number 2, and coming good here in 3. He's finding it on the return of serve as well. This is a first serve, and Roger goes for the change-up, looking for the short angle, but look at the return of Novak. He takes it nice and early. The contact point is probably a good 2 meters inside the baseline, and he just redirects it down the line. The racket hit in the perfect position, all the weight going forward. A wonderful example of how to jump on that change-up. Of course, you've got to see it early first, and that's where he was so good on that instant. And again, thanks to our partner in crime, Jason Goodall, for putting all those 3D packages together. It gives us a wonderful insight into the nuances of our sport, and we can really look at technique up close and personal.
Federer, those are the kind of shots that you said you see fewer and far between now because of the larger racket, the shank off the backhand.
This has got to be one of the patterns of play we see the most that players get wrong. Whenever you go inside in with that forehand approach, the guy's going to pass you cross court. It's so difficult to hit a winner from where Roger was.
These are some exhausting points, Robert. I mean, these guys are, there's not a lot of one-shot rallies anymore. It's gotten really physical.
Novak knows body language after that shot. He's so close to just getting it right. Just getting his nose out in front. He hasn't led this entire match. He's always playing catch-up.
Second double fault Federer's had in this set, and unfortunately for him, it comes with a break point as well. Fans are pretty vocal during ball toss. Second serve at break point. That's too good.
That's the one I like. Rogers hit this particular shot so well today. And I think, especially when the pressure's on, that's what he's got to continue to do. And that one directed at the guy in the crowd who was trying to put him off a little earlier. I love the mantra of playing aggressively to safe spots when the pressure's on.
Djokovic.
Didn't need to hit it so close. Novak was racing over. He knows Roger. He's often tempted by the inside-in forehand. Roger can't believe it because he knows the gap was open. Break point. He's got it!
So Djokovic has grabbed control of the final set.
Djokovic leads 2-1.
It is early, but Novak Djokovic leads 2-1 with a break, third set.
Well, you wouldn't expect anything less than a full house at the Indian Wells tennis court. Tide is slowly turning for Novak Djokovic. First time in the match he finds himself ahead.
swats that away, trying to get back in this right away.
Just confidence the world of good if you can get a quick hold here. Keep Federer at arm's length.
Misfire there by Djokovic, and things getting interesting here.
30-all.
He's struggled to be a front runner this week, hasn't he? Saw it in the Isner match. We've seen him struggle to close out a couple of sets this week.
Win or lose, whoever it is, this is a clinic in tennis, and this is fun to watch.
It's easy on the eye.
Yeah, it is. Djokovic trying to consolidate his break. Djokovic holds. So he's halfway to winning this.
Djokovic leads 3 games to 1.
How far in reality is that? We're going to find out. Federer serving 1-3 down to Novak Djokovic, who's trying to win his 3rd title here, which would tie him for 2nd most behind Connors, Chang, and Nadal. Nadal beaten by Dogopolov here. Here's a look at our Emirates ATP rankings factoid. He's one of 9 players to hold the #1 ranking for that long. It's at least 100 weeks.
15.
Federer will return to the top 5 in the Emirates ATP rankings tomorrow. If he wins this match, he'll be number 4. Djokovic is going to stay number 2 no matter what. What a volley! Artistry.
30 love.
Well, this is a Federer special. Exquisite touch.
$40
love for Federer. Both men dead even, winners and unforced errors. That's unusual. You see that stat lined up like that. Well, that was about as perfect a second serve as you can hit. But the problem for Federer is he's got to find a way to break. As Djokovic leads by a break in the final set.
Hey, tennis fans, come together with Emirates, the official airline of the BNP Paribas Open. Enjoy award-winning non-stop daily service to Dubai and beyond to more than 140 destinations worldwide. Here at the tournament, be sure to test your skills in the Emirates World Tour Challenge. Take part in this game of speed and agility for your chance to win 330,000 Skywards miles worth 2 Emirates A380 business class flights from LA to Dubai and beyond. The World Tour Challenge is located in Tennis Village. Tomorrow brings us all closer to the game that we love. Fly Emirates. Hello, tomorrow.
Time.
Late afternoon here in Indian Wells. Our first Masters 1000 title up for grabs here in 2014. It's a good one. Federer and Djokovic playing for the 33rd time. 6th most played rivalry in the Open era.
I guess a good question for you guys out there would be who has the greatest rivalry in the modern era? It's just the most meetings. Serve percentage is going in the right direction for Novak. 11% each set. I wouldn't mind getting those kind of returns on my investments year upon year.
40 love. Yeah, Djokovic leads 4 games to 2.
Djokovic 2 games away now from his 3rd title here.
Well, if you were thinking Ivan Lendl and John McEnroe, you would have been wrong. Connors Lendl, you would have been wrong as well. What about Agassi Sampras? It's a no either. So far in the Open era is actually
15.
that man right there. And his contests with Rafael Nadal, they've met on 39 occasions. Of course, in the order it was Lendl McEnroe, then Connors Lendl, Connors McEnroe, Agassi Sampras were 5th with 34 meetings. Federer and Nadal, 33 meetings. 6th on that list.
$30.50.
exchange. And there have been some long ones in this match.
40-50. Federer, new ball place.
Federer remains down a break. 4-3 final set.
Impossible achievement. Works under pressure. Battles endured. Champions crowned. And records broken. It doesn't just tell time. It tells history.
Federer down a break. How about that forehand of Federer's, Robbie?
Yeah, when it's on, it's poetry in motion. You see how close he stays to the baseline, how early he hits it. Look at the eyes, firmly focused on the ball. Okay, lays that wrist back. And of course, then when he lets it all go, the arm is so quick.
Federer today with 13 forehand winners, but he needs some while Djokovic is serving, because he is down a break and the fans loving this match.
Thank you.
The shape of the shot. Again, it goes back to this mantra of hitting aggressively to safe spots. Look at the net clearance, beautiful. Always under control. Plenty of spin.
If there's been one question mark the past couple of days for Djokovic, it's been, can he hold in a really tight spot? Yesterday, twice serving for the match, broken by Isner. Today, he got through that final game in the second set, but it was a real threshold you felt like he had to cross mentally. The match is on the line here, and he's 2 holds away. Federer has been all over that second serve.
15-30.
Well, that return was at 96 miles an hour. Serve's only at 82.
Thank you.
Statements of intent.
Big point here for Djokovic. 30-all, trying to avoid getting broken back. First serve, a key indicator of success for Djokovic. lets him off the hook.
40-30.
An unforced error by Federer, and Djokovic has got game point.
Djokovic leads 5-3.
The setup pass to create the space, and then the one that he knows best has finally come good.
Thank you, Laser.
Federer serving to stay in the tournament.
still wants this.
15 love.
It's kind of fired up Federer today. If he loses this match, Djokovic just too good.
$30 love.
Djokovic leads 5-4. Comes down to the next game. Djokovic will serve for the title here in Indian Wells.
Angle of the shoulders there. Leg drive he gets in the serve. Never want to retreat. Just take this one on the half volley. Thank you very much.
Ultimate moment in a match where a player has the chance to close it out. It has been an incredible 10 days here at the BNP Paribas Open. Record-setting attendance here in the California desert. And a full house here watching these two Grand Slam champions contest for the title here. After an hour, 53 minutes, Djokovic will serve for the championship.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, pleasure. Love 15.
Kind of forces you to come in. It's never great when you're not coming in your own terms. Federer did a good job there of taking Novak out of his comfort zone. Novak was shocked by the lack of pace on that approach. He thought Roger was going to rip it. Next thing you know, it's the chip.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Clipping inside of the line.
Love 40.
And it bears repeating. Djokovic twice served for the match in the semis against Isner and failed to close it out. This is for the title. Djokovic saves one.
15-4.
For the second straight day, Djokovic does not close out a match serving, and Federer has been given new life.
5 games on. Thank you, Federer. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Crowd here crescending to a religious fervor just about.
Federer's taken 9 of the last 10 points. What an atmosphere here inside Stadium 1. Djokovic, either he knew it was good and he can't believe it, or he wanted to get a call there. I think it was the
30 love.
As Hawkeye does show, that ball was on the line.
Intelligent pass. It wasn't about the pace, it was about getting the ball below the height of the net. Once, but twice, prepared to use a 2 or 3 shot combination to win it. Great patience by Roger.
Game point. Federer has taken 14 of the last 15 points, breaking serve, and now it's Djokovic feeling the pressure of having to hold to stay alive this time instead of for the match. Incredible atmosphere here at the BNP Paribas Open. The crowd split in their loyalty over that changeover, both trying to out-chant each other. The last time Djokovic served, it was for the title. And now he must hold to stay in this match. He's lost 14 of the last 15 points.
We got
to go to a tiebreak.
You took the words out of my mouth, Sam. Got to. Fitting that this one should be decided by a third set tiebreaker.
Djokovic on the verge of forcing that final set tiebreak. Was when Djokovic beat Federer in the Montreal final in 2007, which was his first ATP Masters 1000 title.
Shots, the cauldron of stadium comes down to a tiebreaker.
his opening service point.
I think the two shots are going to be crucial as Federer backhand and Djokovic forehand. Can he get enough acceleration? Can he continue to go for that shot, Novak? Or will he get tight like he did against John Isner? Can Roger keep that backhand under control? Can it remain solid?
It's been a good start for Djokovic.
He got away with one there, Sam. Plenty of time to hit a better lob.
Start to this tiebreak for Federer, and Djokovic capitalizing. It's go time for Federer. It's just one mini break point down for Federer. It's just he started the tiebreak, which makes that deficit look so much bigger.
It's the first serve here.
To say Federer's in trouble now as Djokovic takes a 4-1 lead.
It's been all over Federer's second serve in this deciding set. Roger's only won 7 out of 17 points and down to his weaker second offering.
Such a smart shot from Djokovic to start that point, kicking it high out wide to the Federer backhand. And he's slowly getting back in position to try to win this. Remember, he, for a second straight day, served for the match. Today it would be for the title. It was broken by Federer. Served forward at 5-4. And Federer's fans are pretty concerned right now.
Djokovic.
Not championship point yet. Federer will have 2 service points here, trying to just get back on the heel of Djokovic. This has not been a good tiebreak for Roger Federer. Championship point for Novak Djokovic. He has as many as 4 to choose from.
So often, Sam, it's not about how many winners you hit in a match or in crucial situations, but often it's about how few unforced errors you've made. In this tiebreaker, it's Novak who's made a lot less.
A second championship point. Novak Djokovic is the champion of the BNP Paribas Open. A final set tiebreak between these heavyweights. And it's Djokovic who wins his 3rd title here, his 17th ATP Masters 1000 title, and his maiden title of 2014. So Djokovic drops the first set and comes back to beat Roger Federer in 3 to take the BNP Paribas Open title.
Or just a little bit too solid when it really mattered. Nice to share that moment with Marian Varda, who hasn't been around much this year. And his will to win remains undiluted. We spoke about the fact that he's got a fantastic record, Sam, in finals. Last year, he won 7 of the 9 finals he contested. It's his first final this season, and despite not playing his very best tennis, he's managed to get the job done. And Federer will be disappointed with the quality of that tiebreaker. Played some good tennis. The first set was a vintage Federer. You can't afford to drop your base level of play against Novak. That's where he's so good. That's where he's so disciplined. He knows that his backhand up the line hasn't been working. He was just so disciplined by going cross-court and trying to find a groove. And then eventually he found it midway through that second set. Of course, it started to come good in the third. And despite the fact he served for the match, it didn't let it affect him mentally.
Do it again in Miami. Next time.
And his ability to handle that mental adversity of the serving for the match says so much about Novak. I think Federer will be a little disappointed with some of the serving numbers in that second set. Beefed it up more so in the third, but the second serve let him down in that department. Not a whole lot to choose between the two, and it came down to that third set tiebreaker. Just a few too many unforced errors for Roger, eventually costing him dearly. And Novak Djokovic is now a 3-time winner in the Californian desert. It took 2 hours and 12 minutes, and it was highly entertaining tennis.
presentation forthcoming.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2014 BNP Paribas Open Men's Singles Championship Trophy presentation. With us on court, please join me in welcoming CEO of the BNP Paribas Open, Mr. Raymond Moore. Our tournament director, Mr. Steve Simon. Chief Executive Officer, BNP Paribas North America, Jean-Yves Fillon. And the mayor of the beautiful city of Indian Wells, California, Ted Mertens. At this time, I'd like to invite our tournament director, Steve Simon, to present the beautiful Jeffrey Scott Fine Magnetics bracelet to our chair umpire, Ollie Neely of Florida. The 2014 limited edition bracelet with the beautiful BNP Paribas logo.
First Masters.
And now to present the beautiful Baccarat Crystal Finalist Trophy, BNP Paribas Open CEO Raymond Moore.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a match. Two of the greatest. Two of the greatest players the game has ever seen. A 7-6 in the third, unbelievable match for us here in Indian Wells. I have a few people to thank, but before I go any further, I want to thank you, the fans. You've set a new attendance record of 431,527 people. Making this by far the largest tournament in the world outside of the 4 Grand Slams.
That's incredible.
This has been an incredible year with our expansion project, and there's so many people to thank. And I couldn't thank them all here in the time allotted to me. And so I just want to thank one particular employee, our Director of Operations, Bill Clark. Bill is the guy that helped us oversee the expansion project. He erects the village, the tennis village that you see every year. He works yeoman-like hours, and I want to pay tribute to Bill Clark. And finally, before I present this runner-up trophy to Roger Federer, I want to thank the man who's made all of these dreams come true, Mr. Larry Ellison.
Sport is certainly privileged to have a man like him involved.
No one has more passion for the game and has embraced our concepts, our strategies, and our dreams and made it happen. Thank you, Larry. And now, my pleasure to present the runner-up trophy to the great Roger Federer.
Thank you very much. What a week it's been, or more than a week. We've been here in the desert, here in beautiful Indian Wells, and we always have a great time here.
I think I can speak on behalf of all the players. Maybe Novak has a different experience, but I love it here, and I know he does too. But had a great time here also as a family, and can't thank all the people enough for making our stay here so very special again this year, so thank you. Personally, I'm very happy. I think I'm playing great tennis right now, so I'm really enjoying myself at the moment. Of course, I would have liked to win a few more points at the end, but Novak made it tough, and congratulations on a great tournament and a great finals. Of course, I think the expansion here at this tournament is the one thing next to the forehands and backhands we've been speaking about the most. And of course, I've been in the game for 15 years and I've seen the game grow. And it's great to have people like Larry Ellison and others who make these dreams possible. So thank you so much for investing and being part of this great sport. Of course, there's many people to thank who let us live our dream as tennis players every single day. The organization, the sponsors, ball boys, ball kids, I don't know, the cameramans. You guys put great footage around the world so people can see it as well, not just here live in the stadiums. But of course, you people, you make it so very nice for us to come and play and battle and try hard, and thanks for making it beautiful for us to play, and I hope I can come back next year and enjoy it again. So I'll see you then. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Roger Federer. And now I would like to invite Chief Executive Officer BNP Paribas North America, Jean-Yves Fillon.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of BNP Paribas, it's my time to thank all the fans here at Indian Wells for your contribution and being such a wonderful crowd. Thank you. I would like to thank all viewers at home and obviously all the players who have participated in this tournament. BNP Paribas has been one of the largest sponsors of the game of tennis, and for now over 40 years, and we do share your passion for this wonderful game. Thank you as well. It's my time as well to thank a few people. Obviously, I would like to thank Larry Ellison, Larry, thank you for hosting us in such a wonderful and expanded venue. I would like to thank Raymond Moore for a wonderful organization and year after year so consistently. And I would like to thank the tournament staff and all the volunteers. We could not do it without the volunteers. They deserve a huge round of applause. Today, it came down to two great champions, to a wonderful match. Roger, I know we will watch you raising more trophies in the months to come, and we look forward to it, Roger. Novak, what a great match, what an amazing comeback, an impressive third set. You realize you are now a three-time champion here at Indian Wells. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our 2014 BNP Paribas Open men's singles champions, Novak Djokovic.
I guess the speech first, the trophy later.
I want to thank, of course, everybody for contributing in such a positive way to a fantastic tournament. This tournament is raising the quality. The quality is incredible each year. I want to thank Mr. Allison and repeat Roger's words that we all enjoy here. I'm talking about players, our team, and all the people who come with us. We have only the greatest, most positive and nicest opinions about this tournament. So thank you all very much for making this happen. Today was an incredible match, incredibly difficult match. Of course, Roger is playing great, and Roger, it's always a pleasure playing with you, and it's always the greatest of challenge. I wish you all the very best in the rest of the season. I want to thank my team for being here with me, not just today, but all these years, and you guys are great support, and of course the fans who are coming in bigger and bigger numbers each year, and thank you for making this day special. Thank you, and see you next year.
We are going to give Novak Djokovic the beautiful Baccarat Crystal Trophy. It's a heavy one, and as he holds it, may I present to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, the 2014 BNP Paribas Open champion, Novak Djokovic.
Shower of confetti. Novak Djokovic raises that trophy for the third time.
And of course, Sam, it's the third one in a row now. If we go back to the tail end of last season when he won in Shanghai and Paris, he's added this one to that list. It's 16 matches in a row he's won at Masters 1000 level. After a slow start to the year, he's got it going. But got to echo the sentiments of those two guys. What an incredible tournament this is to be at. The fans, it is so friendly wherever you are around the world. Do yourself a favor and once in your life try to get over here and come and participate in this event. I promise you, you will not regret it.
Nope, not at all. So they're wrapping up here. Putting on their fake smiles for the photographers. It's hard to hold a smile. Wouldn't think it would be for Djokovic. All right.
He's worked so hard for the win this week, hasn't he? Didn't play his best tennis at all coming into the final. Federer definitely looked a better player on paper. But Novak, just with that mental fortitude, willing himself across the finishing line, finds a way to win when he's not playing his best tennis.
Ladies and gentlemen, Roger's sneaking out. Let's wish him the best of luck in Miami.
So Novak Djokovic becomes the first Masters 1000 champion of 2014. Guys will be lacing him up and doing it all over again, though, very shortly as the tour moves to Miami next for the Sony Open to complete the North American hardcourt section of the schedule prior to the Grand Slams later this spring. So for Robbie Koenig, I'm Sam Gore. Thanks for joining us, everyone, here at the BNP Paribas Open, where Novak Djokovic was your champion. See you in Miami.